What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back here with some more Shaman. I couldn't find a translation for the title of this, but I might be able to determine it based off the lyrics. So I do have CC turned on. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
Так часто дорога жизни заносит нас в самые разные уголки нашей необъятной страны. И как же хорошо хоть ненадолго вернуться в свой родной дом, туда, где ты родился и вырос.
Okay, I definitely feel that. You know what I mean? I can't feel it on a type of feeling that he is, but I imagine the life that Shaman lives and everything. He's always touring, he's always performing and everything. So you can almost kind of look at this as almost kind of like paying homage, you know, kind of like never forgetting where you came from, or like he said here at the beginning, the road of life takes us to the most diverse corners. You know, the road of life is often paved with a whole lot of decisions, right? That can take you to the vast, you know, different type of corners and everything that you're going to. And if you're not careful, you can forget what you come from. So this is very powerful. I like that. It looks like he's taking it back home. Let's go.
Самые разные уголки нашей необъятной страны. И как же хорошо хоть ненадолго вернуться в свой родной дом, туда, где ты родился и вырос, где тебя любят и всегда ждут.
And that right there is important. Where you are loved and always welcome, because the world is brutal, right? And if your expectations aren't set correctly, you can find yourself lost. So I love this already.
Темную ночью никак не могу я уснуть. Звезды в безоблачном небе так ярко сияют.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I've heard, sorry. I know what Shaman's capable of vocally and everything, but giving the type of the guitar and the melody that's kind of playing, it's almost like he's approaching this with a more operatic, if that's the word, like singing from like more of an opera almost kind of standpoint. And this is very fitting, especially given the instrumentation, because, you know, I have some reactions to opera, and for the most part, they're full of emotion and everything. And generally, especially of the sad, they're telling a very powerful story. And an opera is just, and I'm not saying that he's singing an opera, but that's a really, really good way of conveying emotion. But I like this, the star in the cloudless sky is shining so brightly. So essentially what he's saying is that, you know, cloudless, the night lights, you know, pretty much, right? Stars and everything. Okay.
В безоблачном небе так ярко сияют. Здесь я когда-то родился, и здесь я живу.
Ooh, that looks good.
И я уверен, что лучше страны не бывает. Там, где поет душа, там, где легко дышать, и дарит свет места родные. Сердце я не предам, знаю я все отдам, чтобы жила моя Россия, чтобы жила моя Россия.
I love his cadence and how he's singing it, right? See, here's the thing, you know, I believe, you know, sometimes in some of my reactions to Shaman, you know, I would kind of get the type of comments that will say something along the lines like, oh, you're not Russian. How could you possibly understand what somebody who is Russian is going through? And I'm just here to tell you guys that emotion, you know, sometimes I don't necessarily have to be a Russian in this case, or be from Russia, to be able to understand emotions that are poured through in a song, because emotion, right, is a universal language. Music is a universal language. And while I may not ever be able to understand what it's like to live in Russia, I can understand what it's like to be able to go home. And like he said, where I'm always welcome, and where I can breathe easily, where the worries of the world are behind me. I can understand that, right? Because I would love to go home and go see my mother, right? That's where I feel. I mean, I can go that, but I know what that feels like. So that's what I'm kind of latching on when I'm listening to this, as I hear him kind of pour his emotion out as we're listening to this song.
Всем в этой жизни бывает подчас нелегко.
Just like he said. Nice.
Только ведь сердце свое никогда не обманет. Счастье порой нам кажется так далеко. Но этот адрес счастливый я не забываю.
Ooh, see, he's spitting some. I like this, but your heart will never deceive you. You know, oftentimes we can't. And I don't know where I got this from, but oftentimes we can't see what's ahead of us because we get blinded by our wants. Right? But sometimes, you know, your heart or what you truly desire is sitting there right there in front of you. Right? But you're like, no, that can't be it. That can't be it. Right? There's no way I'm going to believe that. There's no way I'm going to kind of give into that. But the heart wants what it wants. I'm a firm believer in that. But it's our wants that pull us away. You know what I mean? That's why I really like what's going on here, right? Shaman is basically telling us he knows what's most important. That family is important. I'm guessing, because I don't know for a fact that these are his family members, but I mean, how many singers, right, make stuff like this, especially ones as big as him, basically going home and saying, I'm never going to forget where I'm at. This is where my true happiness is. This is where I can come to rejuvenate. I'm never going to experience, not never, but the turmoils of the world. That's all there, man. I'm going to go home. I'm going to rejuvenate. My family's always here. And this is a tribute to it. I love these songs.
Счастье порой нам кажется так далеко. Но этот адрес счастливый я не забываю. Там, где поет душа, там, где легко дышать и дарит свет места родные. Сердце я не предам, знаю я все отдам, чтобы жила моя Россия, чтобы жила моя Россия.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Shaman is everything good, you know, about Russia. You know, I often try to keep positivity flowing on this channel, you know, and you know, sometimes my comments get lit up, you know, with political stuff, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, Russia's bad. How could you be listening to that type of stuff? Don't you know what's going on in Russia? And, you know, I often answer them. I say, yes, I do know somewhat of what's going on in Russia, but why focus on the bad? You know what I mean? You have incredible artists like Shaman, who's actually not even a part of that. You know, he's just trying to bring peace. He's trying to keep Russia, like I wouldn't say Russia alive, but he's just trying to uplift and bring out the beauty of Russia. Everybody's so focused on the negative. And that's what draws me to Shaman. It's just this overwhelming positivity. And that's what I'm all about, baby. I want you to be able to come to my channel with a big old grin, big old smile, whatever's going on through your day, just come here. Let's chill with Dave. You know what I mean? So great stuff, Shaman. You guys let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. It's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.